Alright guys, so this is going to be a side-by-side comparison of the Halon 6 and the bow that you're looking at here, which is my new Prime Centergy with the 82X riser. I love this thing. It shoots great. I love my Halon though, and I haven't sold it yet. I think I'm going to hold on to it, probably keep it as a backup bow, but this bow is awesome. I really do like it. I can be honest with you, they didn't have the camo pattern I wanted. I hate the way this thing is painted, but I wanted the Optifade, but this is the only one they had, and I wasn't willing to wait for the next one. So I got this old school ugly camo on there, which I'm not a big fan of, but the Optifade camo is pretty freaking awesome. It looks way better than this bow here, but the camo doesn't help it shoot better, so I bought it anyways. But back to the point, I wanted to shoot this bow versus the Halon and do a head-up comparison to see which one is steadier. They're claiming that the Prime Centergy is going to be 49%, up to 49%, better than other bows on the market. And I really fell for the marketing. I went and shot it, and it felt like it was pretty steady, but up to 49%, I don't know. We're going to see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tape a laser onto one of my arrows. I'm going to pull both of them back with a safety release, of course, and basically just steady the laser on a target in my garage, 8 or 10 yards, and we're gonna see which one holds better, and just really do an apples to apples. They're both gonna have no sight, no stabilizer. It's just gonna be the bow performing versus the other bow, and I'm gonna put them both at about 68 pounds, and they're both, one's at 80% let off, the Prime is, and the Halon's at 85. So yeah, I could put them both at 80 or 85 and see, but I'm just going to do a fair side-by-side comparison with the way that I'm going to shoot them, and if I notice a little bit of an increase, that's a win with the Centergy. I don't think I'm going to notice a 49%. Would that be nice? Yeah, but I think for somebody that shoots as much as I do, or a lot of the shooters out there, they're probably not going to notice that 49%, but somebody that maybe is hopping around bows, that hasn't been around bows as much, or is at a bow where it's just not a good bow for them, you could probably get a 49% steadier bow, I'm guessing. I've never been steadier with my with any other bow but my Halon, so I'm really putting it up against a tough component here, because that's a heavier bow, it's a steadier bow, and I've shot it for almost a year now. So if this bow can beat the Halon in my side-by-side comparison to see which one is heavier, that's going to speak volumes to the Centergy. And the fact that even if it just hangs out with the Halon, that would be a pretty cool feat. That'd be a pretty cool task just to do that. So let's see what we can do, and I'll meet you in the garage. Alright guys, so I've got both bows stripped down. I've got the Halon 6 and I've got the Centergy. And just to run through the specs real quick, they're both 70 pounds. This one, the Halon 6, is 85% let off versus 80% let off on the Centergy. And this one's a little bit heavier. It's 4.55 pounds versus 4.3. So heavier bows should steady better. This one has the swerve in the bottom, the technology to make it more steady. And I'm really interested to see which one we're going to have as a winner. And what we're going to be using is a really long faux metal jacket with a laser on the end. And I'm just going to be aiming both of these bows on the X here. We're going to try and see which one's more steady. And obviously, if you have one kind of going like this and one kind of just hanging out there on the X, you have a clear winner. I don't have a dog in the fight for either of these bows. I've shot the Halon for almost a year now. I've done a lot of really cool things with it. I've made a lot of really cool shots, had a lot of fun with it. It's my favorite bow I've ever shot. I'm still getting to know the Centergy. I've shot it probably 400 times, and I just got the let off dialed into where I like it. It's about 80%. And I'm really still figuring it out. So if the Centergy wins, that's going to speak volumes. If it's a little bit steadier, that's going to speak volumes to me as well. I'm shooting this up against a bow I've shot literally over 17,000 times. I mean, I put a lot of arrows through that Halon last year. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. I'm going to shoot the Centergy first, take about a 10-minute break, then I'll pull back the Halon, and I'm just going to hold it on the X for about as long as I can, keep it steady, and we'll let you guys be the judge. Alright guys, so I've got my safety release on because I'm not going to punch a hole through the drywall, and I've got the laser pointing onto the target over here. So let's just draw this thing back and see what we can do. goes the Halon. Alright guys, so there you have it. I shot both the Centergy and the Halon 6 on paper with the laser, and you can be the judge. I'm going to put the Halon 6 right here, the Centergy over here. You can compare them real quick. But I do feel that the Centergy was steadier and it kept on the X longer and with less effort. I did get a little lazy on the Halon, I will say, and it tried camming over on me. That's not the bow's fault, but you could probably see a little bit of a shakiness and then coming back to the X on the video with the Halon here. But I do believe the Centergy was steadier, and it has a better back wall as well. It is lighter, which I don't mind because I like to go hunt backcountry, and carrying that Halon around can get kind of heavy. But you know, great bow. You might give it a try, give it a shot. I'm definitely going to be using this here for 3D competition and probably hunting as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you can give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.